I know she exists. She hit my radar. I saw like also the really adorable cowgirl. I don't know her name though.
Oh, that's Varisa.
Yeah, butt pound.
Hello? Stream. There we go.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Can you see stream?
Now I can, yes. Yeah, I barely keep up with Star Rail currently. I'm so far behind on story.
All right, you remember how Zhongli used to just like press his big E and then you'd go chasing the minerals everywhere? Bonk. Suck.
Wow.
Suck.
The Lord of Geo has been power crept at the thing he was best at.
And that's a charged attack.
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I still don't know like who the hell this is, but she's strong. So I ended up pulling her.
Is she a 4 or a 5?
She's a 5.
She's cute.
Her design is pretty cute. She has this gigantic feed snack bonk that one shots pretty much anything in the overworld. Like,
So cute.
let me find a ruin guard because it's pretty funny. Let's see. There's a ruin guard. Oh, actually, let me go find the quad ruin guards over here.
Oh yeah. It's yeah, I think between the 2 southwest ones.
Yeah. Oh, she can also do this with her bow. If I can hit it. Nope, I'm not good enough. I can't hit it.
Oh no.
You remember the like little ubiquity nets that could capture small animals?
Yeah.
Her arrows
do
do
that
that too.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, here. I'll do the system mage first. Nom 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 nom. Bonk.
Jesus. But does she require the full lunar team setup?
I mean, that's her best team setup, yes. But what she just did was all her.
Wow.
No lunar anything. Granted, it was inherently lunar damage because that's what she does.
Yeah.
But it didn't have any buffs from anyone else in the party other than the just the buff of having 2 lunar characters in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Wakey wakey.
Is Aluga also lunar, or is he just Geo?
Yeah, so he doesn't actually do lunar reactions, but he buffs them.
Okay. Same for her. She also
That's
lunar.
the wrong person. Goodbye, Eloa. Nom 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 nom. Bonk. And then it sticks around and does a couple of little hits. Hey, don't do that. And then Tsubai does her lunar thing.
She's the horse girl.
No, Tsubai is the main DPS of the party.
Oh.
Linnea, the one that was doing that massive nuke, she's just the healer.
Oh, wow, nice. Who is the
Yeah,
horse girl?
That's Tsubai.
Oh, it is her. Okay.
One second. Horse. All right, let me go resurrect poor Eatloa. He died. He's gone forever. Welcome back.
Dramatic return.
You have returned with the magic. Yeah, I still need to finish Natlan exploration, but I got so burnt out. I hate Natlan now. Great story. I hate exploring it. It's like the Sumeru Desert.
Yeah, I probably would still play Genshin if I didn't have to like explore shit. Just like open world gacha game, like Just doesn't work for me anymore.
Yeah.
Wuthering Waves is a little better, but only a little. The fact that they introduced flight helps a lot.
Granted, next patch, like we just got a patch last night with no new exploration, but a new Archon quest, and I haven't done that yet. But next patch, we're getting to go back to the moon, and we actually get a full map for the moon that we can explore.
To the fucking what?
Yeah, the moon.
Wild.
Hello?
So, like, at the
Hello.
end of the main Nodcry story, we got to go to the moon, but we didn't really get to stay there long. Now we actually get to, like, fully explore the moon.
I missed a lot, but you're
Right.
right.
Well, like, next patch, we'll get to fully explore the moon.
I barely made it through the main Sumeru story quest, and then I dropped.
Yeah,
That's
I did
fair.
like
I
half of
almost
Fontaine.
dropped during Sumeru.
I don't think I ever finished Inazuma.
That's still when the game was like concise and good, you know.
I didn't hear what
Inazuma
Idol
was
said.
fun though. Inazuma was pretty fun.
I liked Inazuma.
Oh,
I hated
come on.
Inazuma exploration and like map completion.
It was annoying for like until you finished, like, because some of the quests like changed the map. Like there was
And they
that
were
area.
time gated, yeah.
Yeah, there was that area that just like dealt damage to you if you stood in it for too long. But if you clear the quest, then it would not bother you anymore. Once you were done with that, like, okay, that's, you know, that's not awful anymore.
That and the Fog Island.
Yeah.
Oh, Sedai
that too.
Island, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody was just like too big, and then they every patch they kept adding more desert and more desert
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yet more desert, and I was like,
That's
when are
that's
you
what
going
almost broke me.
So cute.
when are you going to stop introducing like patches of sand?
Yeah, look at
With a
this
bunch of
goofy idol
pyramid
animation
bullshit.
of hers.
My peak was Fontaine.
Yeah, Fontaine, like I did like the main story quest. I didn't like really stop to explore everything. I just did like the main story. And right after the main story was finished, I pretty much dipped because I only logged in to like grab Farina and then I got out. Because she seemed fun. And then I stopped playing forever after that.
I occasionally get baited back into logging in for a few days by Celians and people. And then I don't log in for another 6 months. And I try and bring my Yoimiya out into the world and nothing will die.
It's like a healthy way to engage with the game.
But yeah, I mean, like the nutty.
I'm playing
Nutty-
Wuthering right now to get Lucy and Rebecca, and I'm just like, you know what? I'll play probably through one story and I'll be done, I guess.
Fair. The nutty part of Nicole is how badly she has power crept Bennett.
Oh,
Because,
really? Bennett's...
Yeah, Bennett only buffs people in his circle, which means he only buffs people that are on the field. Nicole buffs the
saying this
entire
like it
party.
actually power creeps Bennett. It doesn't. It just you just upgrade him.
No, it's happened this time. Because there's no point in having both Bennett and Nicole in a party together because attack has diminishing returns.
Just put him in a different party. You need damn near 6 teams in this game.
I mean, true.
He's no longer the best in the role of attack buffer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so funny how they released Bennett and when they had no clue of what the meta was going to be like and accidentally made him the most busted support in the game.
For 5 whole years.
Yeah. This tends to happen like in the early cycles of a game's like lifetime, but this one was just like so egregious. Okay, fellas,
It's
it's
like
been like
Serpent's
half an
Spine.
hour. I don't know what's happened to Nico. I had also asked him some stuff like 2.5 hours ago, and he hasn't replied to me yet, so I don't know what's going on there. But
Try calling his ass.
you could try calling. But I think we should just like get things underway, and if Nico comes back, like when Nico gets here, he gets here just so we don't like sit around here all night waiting for him to come, and whether or not it's an actual like emergency or he just like forgot or is asleep or something like that, it would just be a waste of our time, I think. So we can just get started if everyone is ready, willing, available.
He did not answer.
He what?
He did not answer.
Place
Well,
your
he's a
bets
nerd.
now. Fell asleep on the couch.
Honestly,
yeah.
probably.
Emergency.
That is an outcome I am willing to accommodate.
Yeah, that is my
It's just
hope. Is the just like accidental a nap?
yeah.
Well,
It's
see,
like-
that's why I nap next to the computer now.
Yeah, that's my fingers crossed, and it's not some awful emergency.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm laying in the bed right now.
We can tell.
I know. I have distance.
Yeah. The drowsy is still wearing off of your voice slowly, gradually. It's a process.
Yeah.
All right.
That's as soon as we decide to start.
Yeah. So yeah, let's hope Nico will be with us soon. But other than that, we can resume our game. Last time, not to give like a full recap, but we had ended with essentially like you guys discussing how to proceed with Marco. There was a plan to stake out the publishing house to see if he would deliver the book himself, but he sent an envoy for that. You did manage to capture the book though, which seems to be like a sort of enlaced with a mysterious energy that seems to have semi-prophetic abilities, since it does detail your journey so far, but also in the future. But aside from that, just a normal copy of the Crimson Moon Chronicles, Marco Winterland's new novel, that you seized, and it will not be replicated by the sort of like fax machine and sent away. There was still no decision, like hard decision, on how you're going to approach this final confrontation with Marco, which has happened today, either like in the day or at night, which is Marco's plan, at least. We had finished session as you guys were splitting off to take down the sort of like satellite dish devices that are supposed to be spread all over the wall. We hadn't discussed like in specific how you guys are going to do that, if you were going to go in groups or individually to each one. It shouldn't pose too much of an issue. Just destroying the devices themselves if there is no like armed opposition at each spot, but since they are in the extremes of the city, it will take a while.
We'll probably split up into 2 groups.
2 groups?
Here's the question: can we get it done before nightfall?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Great Helm is a relatively
I think
it's a medium-sized city, but it's not so large that you need like the whole day to cross the city from one point to the other. It's going to take a few hours, but it's still like early morning, so you're going to be done before nightfall.
I think if it's Lily and somebody she can carry, they could conquer over half of it with her movement speed, while the others do the other part.
Mizell can fly, so Mizell could honestly probably split off solo as well. Could split off solo. So like, if it was Lily and Rala, Noah and Aluna, and then Mizell as 3 groups, we could tackle it pretty quickly.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, because I can have a climbing speed too.
And there's 7 locations we have marked, so we could have 2 people take these 2 on the northwest. We could have 2 people take these. And then, since these are kind of the furthest apart, Mizell might be able to take these 3.
Okay, so we're going for 2 groups and Mizell taking care of 3 of them. Like by himself. Is that it?
I prefer 2 groups, but if we want to do the group 2, 2, and 1, that's fine.
The other option would be one group does the 4 on the west side and the other group does the 3 on the east, but I'm worried about making sure we get it done in a reasonable time so that we can confront Marco during the day. I don't wish to see what power he can wield under the full moon.
Alright. Destroy the dish.
Yeah, so we're doing 2, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Well,
What are the 2 groups? Well, 2 pairs, I suppose, since you're in 5 people, are gonna be.
I think I'd go with Rala and piggyback.
Okay, so that's Lilia and Rala going to the upper, the north, west, northwestern satellites. Iluna and Noah, who's absently agreeing, going to the southwest, and Mizell takes the eastern satellites.
Oh, before we break up, Mizell would ask Rala, can you give us instructions on how to dismantle them? Perhaps take a key component out that'll leave it non-functional. We don't necessarily have to fully destroy them if we can disable them.
Well, I mean, destroying them's probably easier, right? Just smash them. Well, maybe
Yes, but
maybe
it
you not.
might also attract attention that we don't necessarily want. The guards see us destroying things on the walls.
Okay, let's have Rala explain how to delicately take a piece out, and then we'll see who remembers how to do it. So hit us with the mumbo jumbo.
Okay, so under this manifold, there's like this tiny gear right here, and then you like twist it this way and then this way, and then it should just pop right off. And it should stop it. Maybe.
All right. Can we all make our context to know?
She's being like very animated with the twisting it this way, twisting it that way, and then you just gotta like jigger it right there.
I think this is more of like a Tinker's Tools check. So either you have proficiency in it or you don't. With intelligence, because you're trying to remember it when you get to the dishes themselves, right? So
Yeah.
like one person from each pair can make that. Well, I guess Rala's group doesn't need that.
How good
Yeah.
would my instructions
for
be?
that.
You want a performance or something for that?
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
no.
This is going to sound like a diss, but I swear to God, it's not. You're going to roll with your charisma animal handling.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a diss.
Listen,
To all of us.
Charisma.
I may be alone in this, but I think animal handling checks are about trying to communicate something to a thing that doesn't quite understand what you're talking about. And that is what Rala is doing right now.
Not terrible.
Not terrible, actually. So that is a 15. Well, it's pretty solid baseline. So yes, when you guys get to the dishes, it's gonna be for each of the dishes that you're going to be doing, you're going to make a Tinker's Tools check to see how well you can remember Rala's instructions. It's not just going to be one for both, because just because you do it right on one of them doesn't mean that like half or 1 hour later on the second one you're going to remember it perfectly. So yeah, Noah is not here to roll, so I guess that just means it's going to be like 2 rolls for Iluna and 3 rolls for Myzel.
This is fine. Myzel's going to use enhance ability.
Yeah, well, before that, I suppose we should get to the scenes themselves. Also, enhance ability, like, it's going to be good for one of the rolls, but since these are pretty far apart, like, you can't catch all of them in the
How long
time.
does
It's
it
just like one.
take to do one and then fly to the next?
Yeah, that works for like the bottom 2 there, but the one in the north is too far from the others. The spell's gonna run out first.
I can cast it twice. It's fine.
But first, just to describe, like as Myzel approaches flying, the one on the, let's say, the northeast, and Lilia carrying Rala potentially approaches the one in the northwest, and Iluna with Noah and whatever combination of Iluna leaping through things and Noah probably gliding on the on his floating disc. You all approach these segments on the wall where a large satellite dish-like machine, like a contraption, has been installed. They are pretty bulky, by the way. Like, they're not compact, portable devices. These are things that you need to carry several heavy metal parts and assemble them on the spot. Each, like, about the let's say like the length of a bike, you know, like a motorcycle, and taller than a person. Essentially this strong ass box, and at the top of it there is a small, not a small, but like a thinner hole, like an antenna, with this large dish with a kind of like a reflective metal almost, that is aimed. All of them are carefully aimed towards the center of the city, and the metalwork here is very high quality. The runes are impeccable, and each of them is being watched over by a trio of guards. They don't seem to be, at first glance, like, there's nothing super distinctive about them. They're just like wearing normal great helm military attire, in the sense that it doesn't seem to you at first glance that like they would be super tough to handle, but you do need to decide how to handle these people for each of your groups.
Is the dish itself is on the side of the wall, and these guys are up on top of the wall?
No, they're all on top of the wall. The dishes are like basically installed on top of the wall, and there are like a few guards like around them just to make sure, presumably to make sure no one messes with them.
How many guards?
About 3 on each dish.
3.
Again, don't seem too challenging to handle. Just a matter of how you're going to approach this.
I think the Rala Lily pair is almost certainly just going to resort to physical violence.
Worked last time.
Non-lethal physical violence.
Yeah.
Okay.
non-lethal.
Wait, why did we put you two together again?
These guards, they are not like vampires disguised as guards or anything. They're just like common, like beat cops essentially. So you can handle them very very efficiently. Please describe to us how the pair of you knocks out these 3 poor men under paid hours.
I see it very in like a cartoon action sequence where it's like very much like snap cutting of like one of us doing like I do an elbow drop into a raw like upswing with a hammer and then just like panning over.
Yep.
Just very cartoon violence moment of just them like being like, well, guess we'll beat him up.
Yeah, the 3 of them are soon sat on the floor, huddled together, a rope tied around them, like those big swollen lumps on their heads, and a few birds and stars like spinning above their heads.
Exactly.
As for the dismantling of the machines, you don't really need to do any checks since Rolla is the one in this group, and Rolla would know how to do that from the analysis of the documents. So presuming you do the same thing with the guards in the other one as well, in the same sort of cartoon violence montage, you are able to take apart both of those satellite dishes in a time span of about like an hour and something, a bit over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do with the remains? Do you just like leave the metal parts up there, or are you trying to haul them somewhere else?
Let's throw them off the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
Make it really inconvenient to get back.
Alrighty. Pollution. Okay.
It's distribution. It's dilution is the solution to pollution. Okay.
Okay,
That's what I say every time I'm pouring methanol down the sink. Don't worry about it.
You recycle Julius's machines
I'm
over the
practicing
wall.
my discus throw for the Olympics. Okay.
Yeah.
Just watch my form.
This is no longer a you problem. It is a Great Helm City landfill problem.
Yes.
They could
alright.
stand to do something.
Northwestern.
I gotta see what kind of distance I can get on one of these.
Jeez. Okay. You toss them a good distance. They're pretty hefty, but still you managed to toss them a pretty good
I
distance.
made it a
frisbee
real
the
pain in
whole
the ass.
thing.
I've got leverage. I'm hoping like there'll be a little bit if I can get enough like. Oh God. Yeah, Lillian knows about centrifugal force and being able to use that to get lift on a projectile as you're throwing it from heights. Definitely. But in this moment, she learns it in physical application. Discovers lift by throwing satellite dishes.
All right. Fantastic. The northwestern satellites are all dealt with. Now let's go for the southwestern group. I say group, but Noah isn't here, so Iluna, that's gonna be a Tinker's Tools ability check, please. Raleigh got a perfectly average 15. Let's say the DC is also 15 for you to remember. All right. How are you dealing with the guards? Noah is with you. You can decide in what manner he's helping.
I know, right? I could like. Do I decide that one of his spell slots has sleep?
First level spell slot. Surely he's not going to need all of them, right?
Right?
Surely.
Right? I could just
But this is like a
could
this is a situation where it's just a matter of style. So even if Noah uses some sort of magical ability, I'm not gonna, we're gonna pretend that just didn't cost like actual energy,
Yeah, I think considering Aluna thinks that they can figure out how to take it apart easily, just sort of put them to sleep for a little bit.
right? Noah works his wizard magic on the guards. His preferred method is, you know how bees, when they get like super cold, they fall asleep. Noah kind of like does that. He kind of like chills the guards, and they begin to get, but to a degree where it's not like brisk, it's not sudden. They don't take like cold damage. They just get chiller and chiller, and that lulls them into like a sort of like a hibernation sleep, mini hibernation sleep, which leaves you open to go there and mess with the machine. And remembering Rolla's instructions to a very adequate degree, you do manage to dismantle the machine safely. And what are you doing with the parts?
How big are the parts again?
Pretty hefty. Like each part would be like a size that you need to use both hands to sort of like carry around,
Uh, hmm. Would they fit in the bag? The holding?
The individual parts, yes.
Alright, I'll
They
do
would
that
begin
then.
to, yeah, all of them would begin to sort of like push what the bag is capable of holding. It's gonna be enough, but you can't like keep them there forever, essentially. The
Yeah,
bag
I'll
of
just
holding does run out of space, but
put them somewhere once we're done later.
all right. Now for the second machine, you're gonna need a second Tinker's Tools check for that.
This is what it's like, not being quite as smart as Rala.
Yeah, the DC is a little bit lower. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little bit easier because you've already done it successfully before, so you're not relying only on Rala's instructions, but a little bit of personal experience as well. But very
Elena
easily done.
created a little sing-song rhyme. So like the first time she was just talking about like she just did it verbatim how Rala said it. It's like put the thingy in the blah blah blah, and then you pull the tray, and then and that on the way to the other one she just started making a song. It's like pull the tray thing out to the thingy boom boom, and you tick clack clack and the boom boom toom.
Okay, you
Everything
get a
got
level
the
of Bard out of the experience.
thing.
uh, for the second one, Noah kind of gets fed up with the sleep approach and just freezes the guards. Non-lethally, obviously, they're going to thaw harmlessly, probably tomorrow morning.
I like to think that Luna told him let's sleep the first time like it was a little harder than he wanted to, and then like when we got to the second, when he just wordlessly froze them, and then I hit him with that like the avatar of like the like why, and then he just did like the shrug.
Yeah. Easier that way. Takes too long to wait for them to fall asleep.
Takes less time for them to thaw.
Oh, that's their problem.
Ah oh I
Anyway, good job with the machine. And yeah, you dismantle the second one easily. This one would already be a little bit over the capacity of your pouch of holding. So Noah probably can take that one himself. I don't remember if
Luna
Noah
has the
has
full size
has a pouch.
bag.
Oh, if you have the full size bag, then that's fine.
Oh yeah,
Noah and I each have
I
pouches.
don't have-
Luna has the full size bag.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be enough for two. But my logic is essentially like a pouch could only contain like one of them, but the bag could contain two. Still like nearing full capacity though. These things are very
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, so my bag's nearing full capacity. I'm the one that has the bag, which is it's weird for me to have the bag.
Yeah, you can just dump the machine parts somewhere eventually.
They're for Rala, essentially, honestly.
Yep. I'm sure Rala could put it to good use later on. Okay, so both of your satellites are dealt with no problem. Just like Iluna, Lilia, and Rala, you take a little bit longer because yours are slightly farther apart than theirs. But also like probably like about 1 hour and a half worth of work here. Tossing in just a little bit extra already due to the time it takes to dismantle the machines, etc. But heading over to Myzel's part now. So first, Tinker's Tools check. Well, first, how are you dealing with the guards?
I was gonna put them to sleep.
All right, putting them to sleep it is. They all get entranced by that sweet, sweet Fey magic.
Yeah,
And are-
Myzel's literally like casting sleep powder, kind of flies up above them and then just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle
Or you just
before
turn
they
into a
even
bunch of
notice
free
what's
now.
happening. Yeah, right.
It's just a bunch of sprinkles. So gay, gay, gay.
It's true.
Homosexual, homosexual, gay, 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 homosexual, homosexual, gay, gay, gay.
Except
Right.
they don't even notice because he's too fast.
Please get us that Tinker's Tools check now.
I was going to ask, can I do half proficiency because I'm used to working with my thieves tools in very small, intricate things?
No.
Okay, that's fair. I had to fish for it. And
I know, but I apologize. It's two different kinds of tools.
No,
That's
that's
kind
all
of
right.
like, yeah, that's kind of like I have proficiency in acrobatics. Can I add half?
I am
my
still
proficiency
gonna
in
roll
athletics?
with advantage because of enhanceability.
Yeah, of course.
Like learning more and more about electrician stuff. It's just like someone being like, "Hey, can I do my electrician with my plumbing experience?" And I'm just like, "Those two things aren't similar at all. Not even close."
It is true.
There's just like a slight overlap when like insulation is considered, but that's it. That's just
You guys
like
go to the
rubber.
same
Alright,
store. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
I am going to spend a sorcerer point to re-roll that.
Okay.
And hang on. I do not recall. It just says re-roll. So does that mean I roll it again with advantage or just normally?
Wait, what?
Since he's using enhance ability.
Oh, just re-roll. Yeah, no, you don't roll again with advantage. Just roll again.
Just one more.
Just barely.
Barely got it.
Yep. With a little bit of magic coursing through your brain, helping those synapses get there, you do manage to remember Rala's instruction to just barely enough. Like you were almost done with the whole process, and then you're like, "Where the fuck did turn the gear again to the left?" Like you almost make it blow up somehow, but you do manage to recall her instructions just in time and dismantle the machine. What are you doing with it?
I'm taking the one gear that she said was really important, and it can't function without, and putting that in my pouch of holding, but otherwise just scattering the thing in pieces on the wall.
Okay. Now moving on to the second and third ones. Are you handling the guards the same way in all of them? Just putting them to
put
sleep.
them all to sleep.
Okay, then just
Easier
give
to deal
us
with that way.
the ability check for each.
Ba-ba-ba. Intelligence. Clearly my strong suit.
Sufficient. You can dismantle the second one, and now for the third.
Yes.
Rala should be a teacher when she grows up.
What?
That Rala should be a teacher when she grows up.
Yeah, right. Can even teach a guy like myself.
Yep. Good enough for all of them. So all of Rala's apprentices managed to successfully dismantle all the satellite machines. The others have whisked away all of the machine parts. either by tossing them over the wall or taking them with them personally. You on the other side just sort of like took away key components of the machine, but left most of the stuff there. The guards have all been dealt with in non-violent, well, in violent but non-lethal manner. All of them are going to survive. Some of them with a little bit of a concussion, others with possible hypothermia, but nothing they won't recover from. All told, considering the time it takes for you to reach the first one, get through all the machines, all the dismantling, etc. This takes you like a bit over 2 hours. So now it's nearing sort of like noonish. You can reconvene at a place of your choosing to discuss what comes next.
Probably just our house, in the middle of our house.
Okay.
Our house.
You return to your house, which is close to the library. And just as a reminder, lots of things going on. The library very abuzz, very hectic. The day itself seems to be very alight with events and talk in the streets and things like that. The city seems very excited about today's events. But you can reconvene at your house safely. What's next?
I don't remember. What did we leave Lucina to do last?
I don't think there was a specific task. She was helping you stake out the publishing place.
Yeah.
If that, like, since that was since the trap didn't go off, essentially, she would have returned to the barracks to probably either rest up a little more or continue making preparations. Obviously, when you guys decide what you're going to do, she's willing to accompany you.
I asked you guys to come up with a question for divination. And I
You
predicted
did.
that no one would.
And I think you predicted correctly. Actually, Nico did.
Did he?
Did
was
what?
the question?
No, I'm just making shit up because he's not here.
Oh.
Did it what?
Hang on, let me just paste all of my campaign notes into ChatGPT real quick and ask it what the best question to ask is.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think like the question Mizell had for the group, and is probably one of the like best things to work with, is just what else can we do to make this confrontation with him go more smoothly? We've taken out 2 sources of attention. The last thing we could do is potentially interrupt his recital at the public library. If we could find a way to evacuate them and then confront him outside of it, that might be the best, but either way, there will be an audience for this fight.
I think the problem is that people are vaguely underneath control anyway. So even if we were to create like a very sort of distressed environment, it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, I think we're kind of gonna be the villains no matter how we do this.
I'm okay with that. I just don't want the public to be in danger.
Far outside that now.
Mizell will send the tweeter over to Lucina in the barracks and say, all right, yeah. No, wait. Can Noah can make the thing a mouth, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Noah, could you please take a peek and see if there's anyone with her right now?
At the exact moment Noah picks, there would Lucina would be basically like settling some things with the guards, but eventually she is left alone in her office at times. So Noah
Would you
could
let her
pick that moment to just say say something.
Could you let her know that we have finished as many preparations as we can think of and are now strategizing a way to confront him with the least danger to the public?
Okay, Noah is going to relay the message word for word. What was it again? Start.
We have dealt with as many of his contingencies as we can think of, and are now brainstorming a way to confront him with the least danger to the public.
Okay. Noah will report that once he switches to the I version, Lucina seems to be scribbling something on a piece of paper, a piece of parchment, and she
Brainstorming
shows
at the house.
she shows the scroll to the eye to essentially communicate through writing, since Noah can read.
Mm-hmm.
Noah will relay that she is asking if you would require her presence. If not, she is still trying to set things to minimize risk of injury and ensure like there are safe spots at the plaza if necessary.
Mm-hmm. Is that the question you want me to ask the live
Yeah.
stream? How do we draw him out without? How do we
Honestly,
draw him out?
yeah, if you could ask the live stream, like, how do we draw him away from the public during the day?
I could do that. It might not tell me something that helps us do it, but I could ask.
I don't have anything better. Does anyone else have anything better?
Not really, no.
Okay. Then after we tell Lucina that, I will use the tattoo and reach out to the live stream and see if there would be a way to draw him out. I'll use Myzel's exact wording.
Okay, so you're casting divination to ask. Well, if you're asked like if there is a way.
Draw? Yeah, is there a way to? Yeah.
I'm not gonna just answer yes. You know, like I'm gonna be a dick. So
Yeah,
you're
because I would
essentially
phrase it essentially. How do we draw Marco Windern out from the public? Something along those lines.
Or
Yeah.
the moon rises.
Or the moon.
You, for one moment, as you reach out to the live stream, you feel the flux of ether, like this shapeless, formless, personless flux, which is at the same time no person but also every person. Flows through you, and for a moment your vision sort of like darkens, and you see this changing shape, an older fellow, and then a child, and then a young woman, of all different like races and all different all walks of life, essentially. They speak to you a sentence in all of their multitude of voices. They say, the most ancient truths. Love can move mountains. The vision fades. You are back to your body.
And it was ancient Jews wouldn't move mountains.
Love can move mountains.
That's suggesting Lucina can draw him out.
I think Lucina and her mother, most likely. Mhm.
True. Mother's a non-combatant, though. We wouldn't want her to be too close to the fighting.
Hmm.
The library is pretty close to the city gates. Maybe we could draw him out of the city. Or at least into that quad.
Which quad are you talking about?
The, like, here. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could read the book and see if it says anything. Maybe it give us a plan on how to draw him out.
The devil's bargain of using the book.
Indeed.
We're using that Sunday terminology, I see.
I sure am. Is it not appropriate?
It is very appropriate. Mm.
But the problem is,
Right.
mechanically, the book wouldn't actually give us the answer, right? It would just give us
No,
the
that's not how,
die odds
that's
against
not how that
us.
works. It would only aid us in a plan to do it. And I
Yeah.
still don't know how we would use Lucina and or her mother to draw him out. As simple as
She could publicly disown him. That would also hurt his image. Well, that might hurt her image more than his.
at this point, yes.
The voice of the Wolfblade speaks up. In my time, there was a dispute often settled by challenging others to duels. Perhaps that?
That goes along with the ancient truths thing. So what? She challenges him to a duel and then we all join in?
That would be
Or we all challenge him to a duel outside the walls and he says what?
Mm.
Naked in the market after night?
Well, it is.
perhaps we challenge him to duel on the grounds of his crimes against this people of Great Helm.
That is true. Honestly, I think that would be the cleanest answer is she goes to arrest him and that public betrayal. But again, the public will not be with us on this one.
And I suppose the people of my time were a bit more honorable than this writer seems to be.
Oh, he's a grade A scumbag.
Oh, yes. Are there ancient Great Helm rules for duels?
You can roll a history check. Pretty difficult for you, though.
I was asking the Great Helm people because I don't wanna. I don't think. Oh, Luna would be the biggest nerd if she looked up Great Helm Law before coming here. And not that she wouldn't necessarily, but it probably would be a little bit more recent.
Yeah. I think realistically, I don't think any of you would be that savvy. Like the closest person would be Noah to know like legislation, but I don't think Noah would have any reason to know if Great Helm has like a law of dueling, like the right to dueling.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's called properly, but whatever.
Something, the right to bear arms, something. I mean, we could always just check in with Lucina real quick.
True.
Lucina, are there ancient dueling rules in Great Helm? Switching the ear mode. Eye mode.
Do ear mode?
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was ear or eye.
Lucina once again spends a little bit of time, quite a bit of time this time, writing something in parchment, and shows to the like Noah begins relaying this stuff in like real time, and it's an extensively detailed account of the laws, the changing of trial by combat, that's what it's called. The right to trials by combat over the course of history, including dates. But the gist of it is, it used to be allowed back in the day, also a little bit as a form of like wicked entertainment before the great revolutions happened. About 50 years back, the last remnant of that law was repealed, and nowadays they don't have that. People don't have that right anymore. Although some of the elite would sometimes settle dispute in that manner, which is illegal.
I mean, there's still the possibility of trying to arrest him. That would incite a duel.
I'm just more curious about what that looks like. All we say is we arrest you on the grounds of blah 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 blah. The law's exhausting.
I mean, we have sufficient evidence that he's put everyone under a spell and seeking to, I don't know, disrupt natural order, put people in danger, etc. There's prostitution, turning people into vampires. Countless people killed or injured for the vampires' meals. There's plenty. The list goes on.
Just do a
Where did you
public.
get prostitution from?
What?
Where did you get prostitution from?
His people that he's like rented out to Julius and others.
Oh,
Oh, I see. Prostitution of other people. Right.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Sorry,
What
pimping?
did I imply
Pimping,
in the
yeah.
story that he was selling
he's been
wine?
indulging.
Being a pimp.
I don't know what you heard about me. I just can't
Even
get a
trafficking
dollar out
would
of
be
me.
another.
I don't have to see. Cause I'm a motherfucker PIMP. I mean, do you think it's that simple to be just publicly announced his arrest?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it would have to come from her if we have any chance of getting him away from the public.
I have a question. We have not involved Lucina's mom in this, right?
No.
She probably doesn't know at this point, but she was a part of the Gray Skew.
No, she wasn't.
Wait, wasn't she?
Mm,
Nope.
No, it
Nope.
was the jeweler that was part of the Gray
the,
Skew,
the jeweler.
Yes.
not the
I'm
maker.
Wait, I thought because Winterden first, right? I thought she
You-
came. She was at the
that's a place.
meetings.
No, that is on the other side, which is an inn, like on this
No,
corner.
no, I knew it happened at the inn, but I thought I swear that
No.
like she was free of the spell.
She does. Yeah, that's true. She
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
affected by the spell.
She's still just not part of the meetings.
They're mutual.
Well, I don't think even in the meetings that it was announced who was behind it all.
No, it came out during the middle of the fuckery, is what happened there.
But you've never had any conversations with Miss Winterland about what's going on in the city or told her anything about Marco. I have that on good authority.
Yeah. But did he say that we weren't allowed to tell her? I know he said we weren't allowed to tell Lucina, but I actually don't remember for Miss Winterden.
He would have specified Lucina and Vanessa, yes, his wife and his
Ah.
child
Both of them.
at the time.
Okay.
You're not like magically compelled to do that. It's based
He
on
just said he'd hurt a shitload of people.
Yeah.
And so far hasn't followed through, but I'm still a little nervous about that.
It's also like, well, you're kind of doing that anyway soon. It's a matter of like, we shouldn't really tempt that. It's one thing for Lucina to figure out by herself because she's a smarty pants.
Yeah, he didn't retaliate about Lucina thing because you didn't tell her. As far as he's aware, she figured it out herself, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a smart girl. Mm, no, that's way too evil, not a character.
Yeah, I keep coming up with that.
You had the same brain as me.
Yeah, I've had a lot of thoughts. I'm like, no, that's too evil.
Yeah,
That's
last
not a
week-
character.
On our last session, Idol also posted like in chat, like Rala would never recommend that, but I do have an idea.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
worst idea was us killing Vanessa, and I was like, no, that's too mean.
I'm thinking of like
This
is what
kidnapping.
this is
and
what
everything.
happens when you don't have an evil person in your party. I
I
do
Yeah,
mean,
right?
recommend-
not vocal about their evil nature.
I do recommend having at least one lawful evil character in your party. It is fun.
Malachi.
Well, in our group, everyone just, if they're too much trouble, we just go, well, we'll kill them, I guess. That party has no qualms.
Not really. Ida is like, people are less useful dead than alive, usually. Not for killing, just about maiming. Torturing, perhaps. Blackmailing is fun. Killing, kind of, only as a last resort.
And then
Anyway, I
bring them back
digress.
to life as corpses.
Yeah, I mean, they're not using the corpses for anything, right? But back to the matter at hand.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna keep trying to think of ways
Yeah,
to draw him
I don't-
out.
I don't think we should get her mother involved.
No, I don't want to do that either.
I guess Noah relay that once she's wrapped up things there, we think it would be best to try and confront him at the library and get him out of town, maybe by arresting him or saying that he's under arrest. But get the public out of the way as quickly as possible and do it there rather than the market. And that she should be the one to do it.
Anyone else have other suggestions?
No.
Quick, ping the
Anyone?
missing mage again.
What?
Ping the missing mage.
Yes. Let's see if that works this time. Okay. Anyone? I'm interpreting that you're going to call Lucina to tell her about this course of action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Noah would do the same process. Use the eye to see like a moment where she's alone, and then use the mouse to essentially tell her that you guys have decided how to deal with Marco. She will signal to wait for a bit. Within a bit, like something like half an hour, she will come knocking at your door. Be like, "Good afternoon. Have you decided on a course of action?"
We think he's most likely to respond to you. So we're hoping that you might be able to convince him to exit the library away from the people, and perhaps we could arrest him then.
Or I do have one slightly less public idea. It would involve you talking to him, if you're okay with that.
I have not once in my life been excited to talk to my father. That has not changed.
Well, there is a part of his diary I found interesting. Do you remember entry number 5, Lucina? The one about you?
I recall it, yes.
For as little of a father as he was, if he is true to his words, if he is true about how he feels about you, I'd like you to confront him and say that you know what he is, and not to put words in your mouth, though I don't think it's hard to tell, you do not stand for the things that he has done. He said in that entry that maybe if he fulfilled the lunar ascendancy, there was hope for him in regards to you and Vanessa. I want to know, Lucina, had he just been present in your life and tried to be a good man, a good father, Would you have cared that he was a vampire? No, it's a lot to imagine, but
He stops to consider for a moment. That seems to be a question with layers.
I know. But I do think it's a pertinent one for the crux of him as well. In a way, he wants to do this because he thinks it would change something about him. Something unacceptable. I know it's a lot to be dropped on you right now, but I want you to think about and honestly tell him whether or not that mattered at all from the beginning. And it's not his vampiric nature that you couldn't accept, it's everything else. I want you to be honest to yourself. So,
Lucana seems to grow a little thoughtful at this topic. I will consider these things, but I'm not sure I understand what you intend for me to do with them.
if it's true that he's trying to ascend because he wanted to change himself for the sake of you and Vanessa, I want you to I guess I'd want you to let him know that that isn't the reason that you're going to arrest him. It's the crimes that he committed against people.
I see. Do you want me to say those things because you think they are going to be important for me in a personal manner, or
I think they're going to be important to him in a personal manner.
she furrows her brows a bit? It's so your plan is that we confront him at the library and you have me say these things to him, and then we arrest him.
I think you may be the only one who can get him away from the public without causing collateral damage.
He, in some ways, views himself as an abomination. Because he's a vampire.
Wolfblade kind of chimes only in your head. It goes like, "It's not technically wrong, but
Quiet you. I'm making a point here. You're technically haunting me, but I feel very secure in that, don't I?
I've been saying that, but you don't like it when I say it. But okay, continue."
because I don't like the connotation of haunt. You like I'm not arguing with you right now. That was all loud.
Yeah.
I think it is important for him to know that he's not being arrested because he's a vampire. He's being arrested because he is a bad person. And I think it's important that that comes from you. Because I don't think he cares about what we think. I think he cares about what you think.
I admit I have a bit of difficulty understanding how all of this would help us. But if you believe this is a worthwhile course of action, I will collaborate.
I'm not sure myself it will change anything. But in some ways, I think it's the only way for him to truly pay for what he's done.
I don't
Is-
think he expects to get out of this alive. So
No.
that's not even a punishment for him.
You don't think so?
No, as in, he doesn't view his death as a punishment.
It's not the death part, it's... My master used to say it's the knowledge of what could have been that is most painful. To know that he could have lived a life that did not have to come to this. Potentially. I don't know. I've run out of ideas.
Very well. I am not good with sentimental things of that nature, but I will do my best to convey these things to my father.
Like I said, I don't want you to say it because I'm saying it. I want you to say it because that's what you believe. And as I've said before, I can't tell what you're thinking in that head of yours. I just imagine your morals lead you to thinking this way.
No, I am aware of what you mean, and I am considering what are my feelings on this matter. Well, if this is the strategy we're settling on, then give me perhaps 30 minutes to gather my thoughts and also send word to Catherine. She will want to join us, and then we can be off.
Alright. Take as much time as you need.
Lucina then sort of like heads off to an individual room of the house that is unoccupied, and will sit there to ponder some things for a bit. So you guys have a final sort of like half hour to think and plan and prepare things.
Did you ever make a card for the Ring of the Faults cleric or whatever?
Oh, I think I didn't. I thought I had. Let me. True.
Myzel's definitely putting that on. Now that
Yeah, I
Catherine's
did.
coming.
Let me fetch it from Julius's thing, so you at least have the plain text.
It's gonna be great. I can cast all the blood magic I want, and everyone's gonna think it's holy.
Pretty much.
I feel like people can make intelligence checks. I think it's like, yeah, that registers as holy, but
Like, if I just start
know,
bloodbending
man.
in public, are people gonna just think I'm doing holy puppetry?
Yeah, but
people
that's the
just-
thing. Like, there are gods for everything, right? That's the cool thing about gods. Like, whatever spell, even if it's you're like, hey, that is not a cleric spell, but maybe there's some domain, like some lesser known domain that has that. Where did I put that? Is it here? No. I have so many PDFs with my stuff. I just. Okay, yeah. Well, I don't have like a proper item, but the gist of it is that yes, you can cast clerics like spells that are going to register as divine for all purposes. The ring has 3 charges, and you can use them to use any cleric channel divinity. It does require attunement though.
That part requires attunement. Okay.
Yeah.
I am currently full on attunement slots, but I may, depending, take this moment to swap one out.
You attunement slit.
Yeah.
The ring technically does have also the function to cast wish if it's fed enough divine nether, but you can't think of a way to do that right now. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like an inert function.
I don't have. I can't unattune from any of this stuff. I'll just use it for its basic ass thing. I don't need the channel divinities.
Yeah, it's a little. I kind of like baked. I didn't make like a separate item for the ring itself. I just baked the item's functions into Julius's stat block, so I'm gonna have to untangle that later.
That's okay. We'll have a couple of weeks, right?
True. I do have things like homework assignments for these 2 weeks that I'm gonna mention at the end of session, but still. Ring aside, any other last minute preparations?
I'm gonna be real. I feel like we should wait till we have everyone for this part.
Yeah.
Well,
like if we're ready to move on to the confrontation itself.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Like, we can either sort of like play like the walk up to Julius's, not Julius, to Marco's place and the conversation there, or we can leave it here, and then in the next session we just kick off with this part, and if combat does start, we're going to jump right into combat in the middle of session, and that's it.
Can Can we check if there are potions at the square, the market?
Check what?
Check if there are potions in the square, the market.
If there are any merchants selling some potions, some healing potions around?
Hey, anyone got any potions?
I think,
Sure.
yeah, we determined that there wasn't really much of any magic stuff in here other than what
Yeah,
Marcus
magic
was
stuff.
selling.
There's just like the one magic shop.
I'll take you to the magic,
Magic
shop.
shop. Yep.
I'm gonna say you can roll a d4, and that's how many not like regular potions of healing the guy would have on stock.
With love, it's gonna be exactly 1. It's mine. Or I could just roll 4.
You did roll 4. So yes.
Always call your shots.
Old what was his name? I think it was Phileas Evenstar.
What did you just say?
What?
No, not in the just in the. It's like you just said a thing, like a bunch of words to me. It's like old Phileas
No.
Star, yeah.
Yeah, Phileas Evenstar. I think that was his name. The name of the
Yeah,
shop.
you just said it with like such.
He was the guy that ran the,
yeah.
the fancy shop.
He
Yeah.
had just placed an order of an extra strong batch of potions of healing because you guys came around and he was like, "Oh, there are finally some like magically inclined people are here. Maybe they're gonna need potions of healing soon." So he ordered like a whole batch from Ringcrest. They just got in. It's great.
Maybe just
Yes,
come
you
clean
can-
him out.
You can purchase 4 potions of healing from him. Fine.
Yeah, I don't remember how much money we have actually.
Yeah, I don't know who
Fair
is the
amount.
money keeper of this group. The potions all told. Let me take a look what the rarity of a potion is.
I think we split it. I think we had to split. Actually, Noah has a good chunk, but the rest of us split it.
I don't think we ever really split it. It was more just like Noah had it for some reason for like spells or something, and then no
Yeah,
one.
it's just because
we
Noah just wanted it all.
Yeah, we just gave up on it. Actually, I don't think we have that much money at all.
Yeah, Mizell has his little stash from getting paid for the commission at the very beginning of the campaign. But otherwise, yeah, I think you're right. That Noah has
I have
the party's money
220
stash.
here.
I've got 10 gold pieces.
How much is the total?
Okay, so those are 4 potions of greater healing. They're the uncommon variant. They're gonna run you 70 gold pieces each, 70 fractals. I'm changing up the fragments. I think that's better.
Fragments are cool. Yeah, Noah has 3,000 fragments, so.
So that's 280 frags.
Whoa.
Wait, no, 70
Shut the
times
fuck
4 is. Oh yeah, you're right. 200.
See that time. That's a
He's
lot.
gonna offer to round it to a nice little 250.
Okay, I'm subtracting that from Noah's fragments.
Yes.
I
from
I
those
don't know if we
frags.
ever kept track of it.
No,
It's so
Noah has
long.
it. Noah has it all.
To
I
be
see
fair,
here.
this is mostly symbolic because I'm gonna change the way we handle money as soon as we're done with this.
Okay, cool. Because like I hate keeping track of this. I don't want.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna make just like one money level. Like you can be at X money level, and buying things is going to just knock you
Oh
down a
yeah,
level.
I remember we discussed that. Like 6 months ago or something.
Yeah, just gotta cook it up properly and get myself acquainted with the concept. But that's something I'm gonna do soon. Because I also cannot be arsed to give you guys specific quantities of money and also specify specific costs for things that I make.
Because it was just like making a huge purchase might bump you down a level, but otherwise anything a level below that you can get as many as you want.
Yeah, that's like within reason, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're at like wealth level 4 and you get like 10 things of
I-
wealth level 3, it's like, okay, maybe I'm gonna knock you down a peg.
I think it's
But if
as
it's something
simple
that-
as like you just have to think of kind of like shops and like games. Like this refreshes in X amount of time. Like there's only so much in stock that you can get here, and you just have to decide how much is a good amount, or like you find an acceptable amount for us to have.
Yeah,
Yep,
I think it's
can
kind of
burn.
like your wealth has a cooldown, like you can buy some stuff using your wealth level, but you need to give it a little bit of time to refresh. And that cooldown time is essentially you going on adventures, making more money, or
Yeah.
whatever else your character does that makes them money. But you have to refresh your wealth level because it will dwindle over time. But well, we can handle that later. Anyway, you can get 4 potions of greater healing, which are the uncommon potions of healing. They regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when drunk.
All right, kids, gather around.
Hey,
What did you say?
hi, senpai.
Yeah, yes. Mommy Luna is giving everyone potions.
Kai-san.
Hi. No.
Naniyaski.
I'll
Let me
give
just
one
again.
to Alina will give one to everyone except for herself.
All
Are you
right.
sure you don't need one of these?
You don't know that she didn't take one first. Actually, do you want to have a lie off? Oh no, I have one.
Oh shit! Not fucking good enough.
Can I make him roll at disadvantage? Is there a way?
He has advantage naturally, so even if you knocked it down to normal, it would
Well, that's
still
a
have
good
been
point. It's still 25.
25, 26.
You would have to make him reroll essentially. Yeah.
Okay, actually, instead, you of course you know that I've lied, but much more sad is you realize that Luna does this all the time,
Mm-hmm. He'll just
and
say,
it doesn't even phase her to lie in this way. It's such a natural thing for her to do that she doesn't even
Mhm.
flinch at your face. The only reason I'd feel like you honestly probably noticed more the fact that she actually just doesn't have one than her actual expression.
yeah. He'll just kind of sigh and say, "We've got you."
Exactly. See, you're getting it. She like punches his shoulder a little too hard.
Ow.
No second, we're gonna get hit a lot harder in a few seconds.
I know.
I was about to say something really degenerate because I saw something pop up on a Damburu.
Oh God.
It was probably one of the most degenerate things I think I was ever gonna say in public.
That is concerning.
I'm really not myself. I was just scrolling through art, and then I saw like a Chainsaw Man thing. And I was like Reze and Denji getting into shenanigans, which is to say sexual things. And then I like squinted my eyes, like, oh, it's Maple Star. I was like, oh, it's Maple Star. They're getting animation.
When you know by the art style.
Yeah, I was just like looking at it. I was like, I know that art style. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That is Daijo Boo. Anyway, that's my daily degenerate.
Any other final hour preparations? Or you gather the crew and head to the library?
Yeah.
I think that's it. We got.
Did I give everyone our pep talk?
Yeah, I already have 13 temp HP.
Remember you have 13 HP.
I guess this technically could count as a short rest, and I could regain some spell points.
Well, yeah.
Yep. I'm ready. I have all my items and materia slotted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess we'll try to find one lesser crystal of magic.
Oh
Lesser
yeah, for
anchor.
Rala's power suit.
Yeah. Try to find one.
Yeah, when I got the materia slot added to the bracers, was only one slot added. Oh shoot.
Are the bracers magical?
They are. They're.
They
Stop.
are?
No, I don't want to. Not what I want. Stab. Stab it.
Ah, yay, the Hayasaka.
The ones
Yeah,
made from Ronder's bones.
Yeah,
think
what is
those-
the rarity on them? Because that determines the maximum amount of slots they can have.
yeah,
we
we
pinned
looked that
this.
up.
Where did we pin it? It's in all for one.
I wasn't sure if, like, whenever I had the materia slot added, if it was only one slot added, or if it just added all the slots that it could have.
No, I think we can say it was like just put the maximum amount.
Yeah, I'm just trying. I think it was. God, why can I not find?
I think the materia system is one of your things you've cooked up that is the finest.
Thank you.
details? Magical. What kind of magical?
Slowly over time, I'm gonna put like I need to make like more varieties of materia, and just so they can just like blend into
Rare.
the rest of stuff
Okay.
seamlessly.
So we could have two.
Oh, I'd love a Libra materia. That'd be cool.
Okay. I'm looking
Where you have
at
to
A what?
identify. Isn't the Libra is like when you like?
Oh right,
scan people, right?
the scan, right? That's
Yeah, I
actually
would love
cool.
like a scan materia. For like probably would make it give it the that fighter's battle master feature where it's like vibe check, how strong is this person? Stronger than me, and I have a strength of 22.
What does the
Yeah,
materia say about their power level?
Yeah, that's a pretty good
It's
idea for a material to make.
it's over 9,000.
Because we were using the lightning materia for the suit, right?
Yes.
And was it also the barrier materia?
I'm not sure what we're doing with the barrier materia. I know I have the homing materia, and that is
You
all.
have the honing materia?
Yes.
Okay. You'll move it to your stuff.
If you want to get like a lesser ether crystal, I think you got some from the Wolfwood arc. You might not have put it in your like sheets on Foundry, but I'm pretty sure when you went to the Howling Lake, when you were just going through the forest, at some point you found some ether crystal, which is like the moment in the campaign that I introduced the concept of ether crystal.
Yeah, I just don't remember if we used it or not. I
don't
don't
think
think we
so.
did, but I was very
Because like we used
unconfident.
some fire
in that
materia here in this one, but we never used. That's the first, or not materia, ether crystal. But I don't think we ever used any of the other ether crystals.
I don't remember it
yeah.
either. So
Ether crystals are going to fuel the suit for a pretty short amount of time. It is essentially equivalent to charging with a spell slot. The materia is like the optimal way.
Yeah,
But the crystals that you have would definitely work for it.
I think we gave her all of the lightning materia to power the suit.
Yeah.
yeah, and then we're using and then we'll use the Lether Aether Crystal to give it charge.
Yeah, can we go
think that's how
shop
it
and
works.
see if there happens to be any materia in the store?
Yeah. Did
Uh,
Mr. Magic refresh anything else when he got us our potions?
No, he wouldn't have new materia. No, that's
Damn.
a bit more of a rare material.
Ether crystals?
Listen, a comedian can only come up with so much materia.
Ah, anyone take Julius's revolver?
Nope.
Nope.
There are 6
Um,
of them, by the way.
Yeah, there's 6 of those. Honestly,
Oh,
we
God,
might
yeah.
sell them one day.
It's a pretty extensive amount of revolvers. You can donate them to the Great Helm City Guard if you want,
True.
but they don't know how to
about-
operate it though.
How about the scythe?
Why am I just making a police state the way that I have in real life then? Like,
Did anyone take Evelyn or whatever her face's scythe?
I typically have it on. I was thinking about keeping it on my person. I could attune to it as one of my weapons. But
Okay.
do you want it?
I can't use it. I'm going down the list of undistributed loot.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I have a two-handed weapon, but I can also just attune to it as a bonded weapon, so I could use it.
Yeah, the scythe does use strength though.
Oh, it uses strength. Oh, never mind. I didn't know.
Yeah, it is a strength-based weapon, so you would need some sort of thing to alter its attribute.
That is a Lilia
Kind of
weapon
all in
for
on
now. Then.
claws.
Yeah.
Wait, can
Hey, you
Raleigh
can-
use it with the power suit?
I think the power suit has its
but-
own thing, doesn't it?
The power suit doesn't have like an inbuilt weapon necessarily.
Also, but what
Well,
about Gigi?
you
You're gonna leave
Gigi.
Gigi out of the action?
Oh,
yeah, that's
true.
the thing. That's the thing. Raleigh
No,
usually
but with
uses
the
them as a
power
weapon.
suit, she can dual wield Gigi at the scythe.
Oh,
I don't think that's how that works.
That's the most random like combination of weapons, like a heavily armored suit with like a fucking hammer in one hand and a scythe in the other. Like whoever
Oh, wait.
whoever
Ac-
dueled
actually-
that.
I
Yeah.
actually think that's actually a little. It's like one step away from a
It's a
nail
fucking
and a
Soviet
hammer.
suit.
No,
Yeah,
think. It's like one step away from a nail and a hammer.
True, but it's also literally like a hammer and a scythe. Like it's a fucking
Yeah,
Soviet power suit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
Well,
literally
you have to be
a scythe and a
botanist and
hammer,
miner at the same
but it's
time.
almost.
Didn't Xander decide to stick around to help us?
Xander is keeping watch over Penelope, technically.
Yeah, he stuck
okay.
around for personal reasons that did not involve us.
Yeah, you can, like, obviously, it's you can do whatever you want. I'm just reminding you of the purpose that Xander is currently serving. But
No,
who
I
knows
forgot
what
about
would happen if you asked him for help?
Wait, okay, so because we forgot about that when we were talking about sending more people to the Hearthflame Asylum, we thought it was just the cleric guy. Okay, so now that's fine. Bane shield, classic iron shield, blah blah blah. 3 charges. Does anyone use it? Anyone use a shield?
I
No.
use both my hands too much to use the shield.
I love how you guys are only looking at the loot that you've gotten over like years of playing right before the final fight.
I mean, what
Well,
else do we have to do right now?
I mean, I know I can't use most of these things. So
Yeah.
No, yeah,
that's where I'm at.
it's true. They are items that were looted from NPCs that were using them and not necessarily tail.
This is the 30
tailored
minutes
for-
we have to like prep and make sure we're ready. So we're going through all our list of items. This is happening in game and in real life.
True.
honestly, what's crazy to me is
Wow.
I haven't picked up any Mystic Eyes up to this point.
I'm not willing to.
I think you're saving it for Marcos.
Nah. I mean,
mean,
maybe depends
Yeah,
how
I
awesome
mean, because
they are.
they're moon eyes.
They are Moon Eyes. It's kind of up her alley, but also she kind of hates that guy. It's gonna be a real strong battle of wills there internally.
I mean,
I haven't really
wild.
thought about it. Yeah, no. Does anyone want this potion of polymorph?
Would it be a bonus action or action to drink?
Bonus action for yourself. Potion rules.
I mean, depending on what you polymorph as, that's like a really strong potion of healing.
I think it's actually best on you technically since you can rage.
Oh, true.
Oh shit, we did the druid thing.
So wait, I rage
Right.
and then polymorph can go up to. What all does polymorph cover in your world?
Good question. Let me take polymorph. Polymorph depends on the CR of the creature being targeted, not the level of the spell, right? Yeah, can be an NPC choose that has a challenge rating equal to or less than the target's, which is crazy, by the way. I think that should scale with like spell level, not just the creature's challenge rating. Anyway,
Yeah. To be fair
So-
though, they don't make any beasts, so that's how they kind of balance it.
yeah,
is
they
by
don't
being
make
shitty.
very strong beasts, which I think is boring.
Yeah.
Because I
Based on
certainly
opinion.
would like to have stronger beasts around.
There would be monsters, and we could hunt them. We would be monster hunters.
These are
I might even
hunters.
say.
I'm looking here. The strongest beast we have vanilla is the Tyrannosaurus Rex at CR8. Or the sperm whale.
The sperm whale.
The sperm whale, yes, which is from Icewind Dale.
There's something
I'm
called a
just gonna be like
Traxador.
thrown up in the air and then sperm whale on my way down.
There is also the huge giant crab.
Hell
You could look.
yeah.
There is a beast that is CR. I think what were we 12 or 11? We're 11. Oh, you're just off of it.
But yeah, well, if you recall, like during the fight that had Jurgen, he did transform into some different
Yeah.
things, because I do like the idea that we have fantasy animals as well in D&D, and they count as beasts and not monstrosities. Because why the fuck would an owl bear be a monstrosity? Whatever. So yeah, we can expand the catalog of beasts a little bit here. I'm gonna have a couple of weeks here, so if you intend to work use the potion of polymorph, I can draft up some samples, perhaps.
It is my potion of healing, is what it is. An extra potion of healing for me, is what I
Of
consider.
course, yeah. The barbarian version of a potion of healing is just a potion of turning into a giant fucking monster.
Getting myself a new hit point pool, because can I still do like grappler stuff and all that jazz?
Yeah.
It's on the monster or beast.
Yeah, and I did. I feel like there's a weird thing because I can grapple 2 sizes up without movement cost because of shenanigans that I have. So I think I could currently grapple. What's one class up from large?
Huge.
Huge.
Yeah, I can grapple huge without movement speed debuffs.
Yeah, so if you
Which
get
is silly.
huge, then you can.
Yeah,
do
that's kind of
on-
that's kind of fucked. Actually, you know, like what the fuck is that?
That's what made
Anyway.
the fight with the Gangala so fucking fun. Of just being like, wee grappler shenanigans.
Listen,
I have some stuff.
playing red
drafted
was
here.
very fun.
I have like the Chotacrabra, Chematris, Juratidus, Rompopolo, and for Jurgen, I'm pretty sure I made Nerskilla and Blangongo. Yes. So a lot of like lizards, big monkey. They are fairly low CR, but we could just upscale them because you know there are smaller and bigger versions of things sometimes.
Yeah.
Where did
Find
I put
her
this?
Who
a
has
big
the
wolf
biomateria?
I do.
Yeah,
She do.
Lily has.
We
Right.
also have a potion of flying.
No, I have the poison, not the bio.
That is the bio, isn't it?
Yes. No, wait. Yep. There's the Asuna. The Asuna is the other.
As soon as the one that my Zal has, yeah.
The poison / bio. The bio materia.
Yep.
The poison materia.
We have a potion of flying, a potion of spell recovery, a potion of lightning resistance, a potion of invisibility, a potion of heroism, a potion of frost giant strength. That'd be fun to give Iluna. I mean, Lilia.
Frost Giant makes me go strength to what?
I don't think it
23.
changes yours at all. Oh, it goes up by 1.
Where did you get that potion of Frost Giant Strength?
I don't know.
Probably-
I have
I
it.
think
I'm
from
looking through roll
Serena's
20 because we
board.
didn't transfer everything over.
I think it was Selena's like.
Oh
batch
yeah, I
of
think
shit.
that was in Selena's stash.
True.
Actually,
What does that set your
or we could
strength
give
to
that
again?
to. It sets you to 23.
Let
It
me-
has to be a
okay.
+1.
We could give that to Iluna, and then Iluna could use the scythe.
Okay, small lore update. It's just going to be called like Potion of Giant Strength, period. Because I'm not using the.
You're abolishing the caste system for
Jotun strength?
giants.
Yeah, well, Jotun would be like the dwarves.
Oh, you're right. Shit.
Just like
Fucking-
dwarf, just like
You and your weird
Potion of
system.
Giant Strength.
Renaming
period.
dwarves to Jotuns, which are actually
And then,
giants.
I mean, you could get a potion of greater giant strength.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you
Like you know,
yeah.
lesser giant and then greater giant strength, like something like that. Just because I'm not using the same way to differentiate giants as they do in vanilla D&D, just like I do for dragons. But that's something I decided on like a few weeks ago, so
Okay.
it wasn't online when I made the loot list for Selena. But it still functions just the same. Like the effects are the same. It's just
We do also have a potion of heroism. Of
Yeah,
heroin.
potion of heroism. We have the Orosted iced tea.
What's the Orsted iced tea again?
It has you roll a 1d8 and has random effects. For an hour, you gain +2 strength. For an hour, you gain +2 dex. I think we have several of these, but I don't remember how many.
they have
Oh,
some.
we have
they
the
have
aged
charges,
goodberry
actually.
wine.
I think I also meant to learn how to make some of these, but like time.
Yeah. I need to finish transferring these over. I've been saying that for a year now.
True.
That's just D&D things.
Hey, I'll have a week.
2 weeks even.
Yep.
Something I do my best work when something.
A
When
week
I'm
when I can
stressed,
do
yeah.
basically nothing but lay on the couch and have a laptop in front of me.
Don't die. I need your what did Marcus say from Borderlands? Patronage? Don't die.
That's the idea. We'll see how dead I am after surgery.
He will be. No. I've never
sure.
met anyone after surgery, and I'm like with 100% hit rate.
Oh yeah, there's our lesser ether crystal.
Oh yeah, no, I know we had one. I just didn't know if we used it. I
Mhm.
don't think we did.
This fragment of crystallized ether might be still to the naked eye, but it's brimming with energy for those who are tuned to magic.
And those unattuned, it's shiny.
Mm-hmm. I just added Anita's eyes because we still have those too.
Yep.
Wait, what if we used Anita's eyes to like make Marco just not perceive we exist?
I'm pretty sure he would just look at us.
Yeah.
I think he'd be like, "That's cute that you thought that
I
worked."
mean, Marco would just basically auto save on that will save.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Did somebody grab the barrier materia?
No.
No.
don't think so.
Do you want it?
Maybe. I just don't know if I have anything I can put it
It
in.
was Dodogama, the roly boy. It's true.
I'm like, I could do it for the shields, I guess.
Yeah, you already have like the resistance.
Because, yeah, I already have that built in by Rage.
Oh, that's only to physical though. This could give you resistance to something elemental.
Does it?
What?
Oh,
This
because it
can-
is the resistance spell.
Yeah, you cast one, expend one charge to cast the resistance spell as a bonus action.
This
So
if-
Materia's version of the resistance spell can only apply to bludgeoning
Oh
physical
shit!
slashing damage.
I
and
forgot
the
about that part.
spell cannot be cast against spell attacks.
Oh, I thought I read the first time. That was wrong.
Yeah, I was like,
And I was gaslit.
yes.
Uh,
Okay, so it is very diminishing returns if I take it.
Yeah.
I can slot it. I have a slot for it, and I can use shields.
I could theoretically
It's
take
not
it. But I feel
nothing.
greedy. So, Rala, do you have any slots that you can use? I think in general, Twiluna wants to give this to Rala.
I mean, she has one magical item, period, right now. So,
I mean,
It's
yeah,
probably
that's
fucking
not
like
too-
it's probably something like fucking
There's some slots on
legendary
GG2.
artifact.
Oh, there's
I
slots
can
on
have up to
GG.
9, so
Yeah, I think considering
I'm sorry,
GG's
what?
nature, like, the way that the things that GG is.
I refuse for you to
Did you
try to
say
keep going
9
after
materia
that.
slots for GG?
Sorry,
No,
DM. We're gonna have to silence you for a moment to grill our other teammate. Say that again.
9 attunement slots.
9 attunement.
Okay, that's somehow less offensive to me than GG having 9 materia slots. GG
Okay,
having
yeah,
9
no.
materia was so incredibly offensive to me for a second here. I was like, fucking excuse me? How many attunement? No,
Alright,
no, you can have 9 magic out of
Laura's like,
with that.
Nona melding?
I was like, do you know the odds how many materia you'd have to have for that? God, okay, yeah, no, we're good.
And at level 12, Rala
Crash
is
out
allowed
over.
to
We're
use
good. We're
multiple
fine.
materia at
we're
one
coming
time
back
on
down
GG.
from it.
We're gonna have to find some attunement items for Rala over the next time skip. But I was gonna say, like, considering GG's nature, we can sort of like skip the. I think we can like open an exception to the normal rules and just give GG the maximum amount of slots, regardless of other circumstances.
Yeah, he decides he
is
wants to have more
4
slots, and he
slots.
does.
Yeah, and I think it's it keeps in theme with Artificer being, the reigning champion of magical items.
Yeah, if you built the item, you can kind of change those around. I feel like it's a little modular.
I
Alright,
could
that leaves
technically
us,
build
other than the
them-
potions, which I'll finish going through. Anyone want a longsword or a guitar?
That there be strength-based weapons.
Yeah.
I got my claws, man. You can call me Santa because I'm all about these claws. God damn it.
Also,
why
they're
would
kind of
we say that?
charisma-based. They're kind of up your alley.
I don't know.
Honestly though, wait, what if What if my Zell took the potion of potion of giant strength and then just started swinging one of those giant weapons around?
You do realize
Right.
that the guitar has a charisma spell
Yeah.
attack version where you do ranged attacks.
Yeah. I could my Zell learns to play the
Honestly,
guitar.
What weapon proficiencies you've got?
It does dexterity or charisma for the guitar mode.
He still has
Yep.
to be proficient in the melee weapon.
Oh, does he?
You need to be proficient with guitars in place of like with weapons.
So
Oh, he's
musical
definitely not.
instrument.
He's not one of those fairies.
No.
Yeah, it's fully an instrument at that point.
He was theater fairy, not band.
Actually, hear me out. If he can't play it well, doesn't it do more damage?
fairy. Only to
Okay,
your
but he
party
gets
members.
disadvantage on attack rolls.
At that point, you're just casting vicious mockery.
It actually deals collateral damage to your party members.
I mean, it
as
does
well.
less damage than you just doing sorcerers.
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
Burst. Sorcerer's burst.
But it would be fun. It'd be fun. It'd be kind of camp. it'd be kinda
Funny.
You can do what you want. I just know your brain.
Wait, what did you say?
Your brain?
What about my brain?
I know your brain.
This attack deals
Do scythes have finesse or no?
No, they don't.
I see.
I would argue they need it.
Yeah, that's why I was a little on the fence about it.
Well,
Scythes aren't even
technically
proper
all ranged-
weapons.
all string weapons would need strength to be pulled as well. It's a whole discussion.
Yeah, no, I'm just like joking that just like, well, you to make use of a scythe, have to be very finesse because they are not supposed to be good weapons. But also,
Wait, they do
fun
have
fact.
finesse. I am a liar.
Wow, you lied to yourself.
Yeah, it's because I have the proper stat blocks for the war scythe on a different document because I have a billion documents on the homebrew because I hate myself mostly.
Oh, I could be
Um,
using this.
Alright, well I can't use
But yeah.
this, never mind.
Oh, there you go, Luna. You can use the scythe.
Let me see what this. When you hit a bloody creature, it takes 1 extra necrotic. When a creature you can see becomes bloodied, you can immediately move up to half your speed. Well, I could attune to it. I don't really. Actually, don't have many things attuned to.
Oh my
It
god, do
is
we want to do
a-
the blood pact pendants?
It is a two-handed weapon, just for what it's worth.
Oh yeah, but I do have a weapon bond, so
Yeah. Just listing all of the properties now, like two-handed finesse, reach, mastery property, cleave.
mm,
But when you use the reach, like essentially, like if you make a melee attack like from 5 feet, you're gripping the scythe like closer to the blade, right? So it actually deals like the full damage and has the cleave property. If you swing it like using the reach from 10 feet away, you're gripping like closer to the end of the handle. It deals like a lower die of damage, and the mastery property becomes graze instead of cleave.
gotcha. That works. Throw up a set. I'm so close to my Ronder Spear. It's interesting, like having like weapons that are like slightly more better for certain things.
Yeah,
Because I'm just like, Ronder just does a lot of what I need. Oh, whoops,
Oh no, you dropped your dice.
whoopsie! I stabbed someone.
I do think it's like it's sort of like an idea I have brewed in the back of my head, but having like just one attunement slot for weapons in general, just so you don't have to limit yourself to like a single weapon.
I
'Cause it
kind of
feels
like
so bad to
the.
have like 3 different weapons that your character could use, but you have to pick one of them because if you just attune to all 3 of them, you're just wasting attunement slots for a normal fight.
Yeah, I kind of like the, and also, it kind of makes having like the whole weapon mastery system a little awkward because it's hard to change weapons and move weapons. I kind of like the idea of like doing a Genshin thing where like when you're using weapons, like you know how like they like once they done their finish their combo, they just disappears into the ether and then they like
Yeah.
grab like another one.
Yeah, I like that idea as well. Although it kind of also like specific classes get the privilege to do that, like Warlock and Eldritch Knight.
Yeah. You just have to buff them. Just give them cooler shit.
I'll think about it, but still,
Dual
for the time being, we're
wield.
just sticking to normal rules.
I think the idea that only Rala knows that he's a gun.
Because Rollick grew up where they're made, or close by.
Rala is Australian but American.
This is why it was bluff, but not a bluff that Rala grew up in the thing.
The
The
thing.
worst. Yeah, you know.
He said a whole lot of nothing there. The thing.
Misspell Garden. That's the word I was
Garden.
looking for.
Yeah.
That's like saying you went to Harvard just because you used to pick scraps like from their food kitchen.
Yeah. And
Yeah, listen, we
You
got
just say you
Goodwill.
graduated, you just say you went there.
We got Goodwill Hunting / Rala. Goodwill Rala.
Goodwill bonking.
Goodwill misspell.
Yeah. I think we're good though. I think we have everything planned.
All right.
I've given up on trying to lure this man out. Instead, I'm just going to guilt trip him.
We eagerly await the next developments of what the fuck happened to Nico. I'm slightly concerned, but
I'm hoping he was just napping.
yes,
Yeah.
we will hope so because my guy desperately needed some rest.
I
Anyway,
don't want to call him because I could wake him up from napping. I also want to know what's wrong with him. Dilemma.
yeah. So we're going to be off for the next 2 weeks. Kevin has some stuff to deal with. I think we should be good for the Wednesday after all of those events, though, which would be June 10th. It's in 2 weeks, so please try to set things so we can get back, because I don't want to spend that long away from our great climactic event. In the meanwhile, though, I was meaning to do this after we were actually done with the arc because it would make sense, but also since we have a 2-week break and since this seems like a good place to drop that off, I have drafted sort of like a feedback survey on like how the campaign has been, because as I have stated previously, this second act is sort of like the end of where I had originally planned for the mini campaign to run. Do not clown me on this. I have been clowned enough. And we've played around with a lot of homebrew and a lot of house rules. Some things have been like I feel like have been a hit. Others maybe a miss. Others I'm not sure about. And just in general, like I want to assess. Obviously, this is me being a little neurotic, but I want to assess how things have been on you guys' end so far, and if there's anything I should keep in mind for like future things that I'm going to run or stuff like that, and what worked and what didn't. So there's like 3 sections. One about like the house rules themselves. The other about like the broader setting, because this is the first time I'm running something like in my own world, and the third about the campaign itself. It's not too long, I think. Like it can be filled out relatively fast, but you have 2 weeks to do it, so should be fine.
Knocking on wood for you.
I'm not gonna ask you guys to identify yourselves. You can do everything anonymously, and don't worry about hurting my feelings. I am literally asking for it. Like, if there's something that you didn't like, just put there, like, I didn't like it. It's fine. I will just keep that in mind and try to do differently in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna send the link on One for All now, and you guys have 2 weeks to fill it, please, because I want to use this kind of like data to start planning other things in case everyone wants to continue playing after we're done with Marco.
You better fucking believe we do.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you hear that, guys? You actually have to fill out this one.
Shit.
Not just one question; it's 3.
It's not 3 questions, it's 3 sections, 3 segments with several questions in each one.
I'm grilling. I'm grilling.
But yeah. If there's anything that I missed on the you guys think would be worth talking about, there is like an open box at the end, and as always, you can just talk directly to me about something, etc. When the arc is done itself, I'm gonna be rolling out some like balancing stuff and some updates, but we'll decide where we're going from there when we get to it. But yeah, that's the last from me today.
Oh, this is reminding me of a question I had because I saw something on like an Instagram short. As a person that works as a underserved therapist and psychiatrist, but with what you do, have you ever realized something about someone mid-session with someone, and then you're like, this is going to be the whole topic for next session, and you're just like, I can't address it right now because I need to go over notes and things like that. But like they said something in the middle of it, and you're like, this needs to be addressed. I'm not going to address it because we're talking about something right now, but like this is next week on Dragon Ball Z. Hey, how you feel about this is really, really interesting.
Yeah, all the time. Like, that is very common to happen. And not only that, but like I'm not gonna interrupt the person if I feel like the thing they are saying is actually like important. But sometimes the thing they are saying, even though they think is important, it's not actually that important, and it's more important that I just stop what they're doing like at that exact moment and, hey, you said some shit. We need to talk about that shit you just said, and not about whether the fuck this is. So yeah, it does happen sometimes. And I am a very expressive person, just like facially. So sometimes in the like they're just going through like some story, and then they say some stuff that raises my alarms, and I make like a face, like I raise my eyebrow or something, my head. And my clients that have been with me like for a longer time, they already know me, and they just stop in their tracks, look at me, and go like, "Okay, what did I say? Why are you doing that?" And then I'm like, "Oh no, just that one thing. I think that was pretty funny." And I would just start talking about that. But sometimes, yeah, like I think like, okay, they just said something important, but the other thing they're talking about right now is also important. So I'm just gonna have to keep that in the back of my mind for next session. And it's frustrating because sometimes next session also has important things, so it keeps sort of like getting delayed by other things, because I don't like to just start session going like, okay, we're going to talk about this, because sometimes things have happened in the person's life, like that they want to talk about, and I don't want to take the chance away from them to.
Oh no, I was saying it's funny because I had experience with my therapist where like I was saying something, and then, like she was just like, "All right, I'm gonna address everything you said like right now in like this last